Good morning. Yeah, no, we won't hurt you. We're in a different country. If it were America, different story.
When I watched this, I didn't see the end properly because the Vimeo link cut out. I didn't realise she survived and how that cycle of violence just continues for her. Like, what was it like creating and then portraying a character and just doing all of the meanest things you could think about to her?
Well, Pierre and I thought of this like almost 10 years ago, like 9 years ago, and I think it was just we were young and in LA and everything made us mad and it hurt. So
I think you've just been, thinking about killing people for 10
for a
years.
very long time. Yeah. So yeah, Frankie's just, she's one of those, I don't know, she's a character that I think we all feel, sometimes we do just want to kind of beat the shit out of somebody. And, it's kind of that thing of what if you did, there is no, you could do it as long as you don't get caught, you know what I mean? I think prison is a really good thing. It keeps people from doing a lot of bad shit, including me. Yeah!
In your mind, is Frankie having a good time? Like, beyond a certain point, because obviously the start is awful, and then the end is also awful, but in the middle, it seems like she's on board with that ride.
Yeah, she's having a good time. And her confidence level is through the roof. She's writing a lot of songs. She has a big show at the Echo. Yeah, it was like Killing People really kind of gave her a second chance, you know what I mean? And she gets her confidence. You don't really see that, but you kind of do a little bit. And yeah, and she's doing well, but she just has a lot of issues mentally, and so she just kind of fucks it all up a little bit, right? What do you think? You talk.
Yeah, I think it's like the journey of a very disturbed person. There's the good aspect of her personality and then the bad. We focus on the bad a lot. But I think it's kind of a cathartic character, like you were saying, it's fun to portray someone who is okay to snap in this story, and we champion her doing the most horrible things because, the horror genre is like the only kind of genre where this could be okay to be watching something like that. We like to say it's just like your alter ego, your evil. It's like that. Everyone has like this little bad seed in their mind, but most people, thank God, don't listen to it.
Yeah.
Francis happens to let it, drive the steering wheel. But I think we just had like fun developing a serial killer, from like beginning to end, and trying to make it as like full as possible in kind of like a long timeline, so we can see the development, the progression of. And obviously it doesn't end really well for her, like, how could it? And although there's a last shot that, suggests she doesn't die just yet, also it's kind of a reference to all those, boogeyman, like Michael Myers or whoever that, they're supposed to be dead and then maybe they're transcend and, something keeps them alive, so.
Also, I think it just goes to show, don't take the high road, just kill her. You know what I mean? It's either you or her. Drop
Gotta make another one now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sticking on that gory, bloody, violent, visceral, also kind of fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that first kill. Or the second kill, I guess, with the creepy guy.
Yeah.
That's great. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, like, there was a woman in the audience that literally couldn't take that. That's gonna feel good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. But yeah, that feels good.
Yeah. We made that head. Yeah. And it was just a styrofoam like wig holder, and we plastered latex on it and just made the eyeball, and then dug it out, put big teeth in there, and it was a blast.
It was a blast. I mean, we don't see it the way people. I mean, my mom in the audience can't watch that scene still to this day. She's seen the movie so many times, but that scene. Yeah, and I would just see the prosthetic. We just see the.
You still have it?
Yeah, I still have it in my closet. I make sure
His name's
no
Kevin.
one sees it. Yeah, we called it Kevin. because there was a Kevin we didn't like back then. Like I said, it was a cathartic
It was
movie.
very cathartic. I'm like a really loving person. Like I love hugs and babies. I just love them all.
Just don't mess with her. That's it.
I think I'm going to stop gushing and I'm going to open it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions from the crowd? You've had the questions all day, by the way, so my hopes are high.
My question for you is what I really like about the film is obviously it does a really good job of portraying the toxic body culture in LA, but also with Francis' Hispanic background, you know, having also gone into a lot. So so my question for you is basically how did you find the balance between the culture that Francis comes from and the culture that she grew up in California?
So being half Mexican and half Italian, both sides, you kind of grow up 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So half the family doesn't really, take you in as one of their own, and the other half would. So being mixed is kind of a weird way of growing up in itself, even though I am, white. But I mean, having those two backgrounds. And I grew up on the Latin side, my Mexican side, of always being, Dina, the gordita. You know what I mean? I've always been a big kid. I came out 10 pounds, 9 ounces. I'm now triple that, more than that. So I've always been big, and that was always my name. I was always having these little nicknames. Very nice from all my tios and tias, my dad, but like Gorilla Magilla, you know what I mean? Two-Ton Annie. These were things that were said to me, and still said to me. And I know it's from love, but it does do a thing to your psyche. And especially being Mexican, you're supposed to be really good looking young, and then once you get married, you can let that girdle go. You know what I'm saying? You can just chow down. You already got the dude, you're set. And so if you're not like that, the family really does push you to be this good looking model, quinceañeras especially, that's when you come out into the world, right? And it's just this weird thing of balancing, because there's a lot of Latin people, Latinos that are big. You know what I mean? We call tortas. Like, hell yeah, dude. More cushion for the pushing, as some say. But yeah, it's a weird world. And so with Frankie, dealing with that, and if you can't comprehend that through humor, which I do, then it could really take a toll on you. And I've seen a lot of young girls that are just, it's really hard, like riddled, like eating disorders and just all kinds of horrible stuff. And so, yeah, with Frankie, she just, it channels through something really horrible. So that was a great question. Nice question. Yeah.
Do we have another? Gentleman.
Really enjoyed the film, really enjoyed singing.
Thank you.
And songs come before the film or after? Or during after, obviously, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean like writing the songs or creating the
was
songs?
that kind of like, did that kind of dovetail with the process of writing the film or?
A little bit of both. Some songs were made. Yeah,
We were in a band together. So we were in a band. Peter's always been a director, but he also is a fantastic drummer. Multi-talented, as some said. He's also single. Anybody? Multi-talented. We had a band for 2 years, and we were like plugging and doing all this stuff. And so we wrote a lot of the songs together. And that during the band time, we never recorded anything. So then when we were doing this movie, we were like, dude, let's just use all of the band songs, because getting songs from actual artists is really expensive. So then, yeah, we recorded it with the whole old band, and Peter did his drums.
Yeah, I mean, the song that would be the most original one is the main theme. That's the one that we made for the movie. And the song for the ending also is actually just like
Slicing Bitches.
yeah, it's called Slicing Bitches. It's just an improv that you did, Dina, with
Susie Moon and Tim Armstrong.
yeah, with Tim Armstrong on the guitar, the guy from Rancid, the band, who happened to be walking in a pizza joint where we were shooting, and that was just recorded on my phone actually, believe it or not, and it was just an improv. But other than that, yeah, we came up with like the main theme, which was heavily inspired by the song "I Who Have Nothing," it was a classic tune interpreted by Benny King and Tom shows, and so that was like the vibe. We always thought this was like Frankie's soundtrack. Obviously, we can use it, and we even thought it would be better to just go with our own thing. So we did that, yeah. But all the songs were recorded for the movie, even though some songs existed before or while we were writing the film. And we'll put them on Spotify soon. Yeah.
John, what would be it? Does it quick?
You answered my question as a follow-up on the music, so you've answered that, so thank you.
So I will just end with saying thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Small group of people that have seen this film. When can we see it next? What have you got planned?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
You can come to my house every Friday night for the next consecutive weeks. I'll be showing it there, free popcorn and pasta.
You
You can fly to LA.
But yeah, we were really grateful for Grimfest to selecting the film because like as of now we don't know where it's going to screen again. But yeah, we just want to thank Grimfest for having the Flaps to get
Having the
movie.
Flaps take us.
That was prerogative.
We heard you guys were gonna like the word flaps, so I was gonna say flaps. Alright? I have 2 of them. You guys are good then, right?
Although I do have a small number of posters outside for sale that you guys can sign if people want to have something to take away.
I'll buy it for you. Just let me sign it.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.